Alright, so the goal for today is to hopefully get a reasonable PR in for the new interact code that I wrote in embed 2. Now I sort of expect that that this is gonna have a bunch of problems and probably crash some stuff, but that's part of the game. Okay, let's see. How do I change the way this is displayed? Here? Luckily, I guess I didn't add a ton, although this isn't watching the file. Oh, actually, this reminds me. I was watching a hard-coded file path. Yeah, that's gonna be sort of annoying. Okay, here's what I'm gonna have to do. First of all, I have to update my master. No, let me fetch. Okay, and I guess I'll just switch to this with the GitHub command. Maybe like that. Nope, that didn't work. Like this. Okay, I'll try merging this. And it didn't quite work. I just have tons of these imports. Oh, it's only imports, so maybe this won't be so bad. And it looks like it's mostly only for the things that I newly added. So I think that'll be fine. I'm not sure why OpenGL point is new. Oh, this is just being done on one line. So that should be fine too, and that should pass tests, I think. Now let me see. I'm gonna try just testing this. Like the same test scene I always write. Create a circle. And I'll wait. Okay, so the tests are going fine, which is what I'd expect. I really should write up a way that I can asynchronously run multiple tasks, so I could test and run scenes. Because our tests are getting kind of large. Let me try just doing this. That should be fine. Wait, why did that run twice? Oh, the async one finished. Weight is not defined. That makes sense. That should be like this. Okay. So everything's working right now. That's great. And I managed to fix that merge error, so I should fix that. I think I can just git commit this and it'll do a message automatically. Great. Now what I want to make sure is that I can actually do both of these simultaneously. So I can interact with this, that's great. And what I want to do is also add out of a square, for example. That looks like that's working. I wonder what were the differences I was worried about. I'm gonna have to compare this I'm going to have to compare this to the branch that I've been doing all my work on. And this one, and just look at the scene.py from there. Actually, I can just open that in a new split. So the left is the one from the PR, and then I can go here, Manim, scene, edit anyway. And then this is the one I've been working on Logger. They're pretty similar. I wonder why I ended up importing the interactive shell embed here. I need a different song. I can't deal with the voices. Why did I do that? Oh, I probably just brought this to the... Oh no, I brought it... Oh, I remember why I did this. This is so that when I quit in the terminal... Oh, there are a few reasons. When I quit in the terminal, I wanted that to automatically stop the window. So, where is that? Yeah, if I do this, the quit, it'll automatically stop the file thread and break. But the PR I'm doing right now doesn't have the file thread. But I still should do that. So let me bring that import down. I think just to here. To here. Calling scene methods without prepending self. So this is necessary. This? I might actually want to take this out. Wait, can I zoom this one more? Yeah, I might want to take this out because saved methods at method. Yeah, this is saving. Now this might be fine. This is overwriting. Well, not overwriting, but saving the methods that are attached to the scene, which I think is okay. If I do like, is C the circle? Nope. What's the name of the circle? Oh, it doesn't have a name. Oh, it's circle. Graphical shaders. Yeah. I have a lot to learn with graphics shaders. I started going through the if you're interested, there are a few resources I started looking at, but I started going through the book of shaders. This is a pretty good resource and probably what I'll end up going through to learn them. And actually, I wish I could do that now, but I should really get these PRs in. So if I shifted that left, for example. No, that breaks. Oh, I think I remember why I was doing this. Prepending self. Prepending self causes that error, but not prepending self does not cause that error. I think what I want to do... Oh man, I think I'm gonna crash it. That wasn't as bad as I thought. What I want to do is save. Save. I have way too many windows open. Which one is this? Okay. I'm going to save the methods here. And then replace them with the generated methods that I'm using within the within the embedded terminal. The generated methods that I'm using within the embedded terminal. And I think that should be safe. First I'm gonna get the quitting from the terminal working, since that's what I was doing before. So I'm gonna import IPython, import this traitlets. Are you doing the Euler exercises? I'm not sure what you mean by Euler exercises. Is that something you could link? But yeah, I don't know if these are related to Euler exercises. I think links are allowed. I haven't like checked my permissions or whatever. Let's see. So I'm gonna do both of these imports. Then you have to copy over this config. Oh, Project Euler. I love those. Can I? Oh, there we go. I used to do these just for fun. I might actually have an account. Hold on. I can't like log on. Wait, so you get to see me for a second? Is there a way? I only did like one of these on this account. I don't even know how to tell which ones you've done. No, I haven't done any of them. I probably solved it and then didn't submit the answer. But I used to do these forever ago. Before I became like, I don't know, a real person, sort of. I should do them. I'd do them on stream one day. If I ever got through enough work. Okay. So I'm going to create this shell here, and the reason for that is so I can set this confirm exit to false. This is going to let me quit the terminal from the screen or whatever. So then when I start the keyboard thread, I'm going to pass that the shell that I create. Like so. Start the keyboard thread, interact. I don't know if I need to join here. What would that mean? Yeah, I don't know if this, I guess it's just safer. Because if I quit interact, is there a way to quit interact without the keyboard thread finishing as well? Oh, I don't have any of this thread communication. Darn. I'm gonna have to fix that. So that means, for instance, if I run this, get an interactive session, and oh wait, something crashed. IPython takes one positional argument. What did I do? Oh, I didn't add the extra argument here. This, just take the shell and the namespace. Like that. Okay, so if I get this and I quit the shell, first of all, it tells me do I want to, which I don't want it to do. And then it doesn't quit the renderer thread. So those are both problems. I should be able to get it to not confirm the exit if I use this shell instead of the shell I'm passing. Like so. The shell I'm passing. Like so. Is that all I need? Oh, and the rerun command. Do I not have that? Man. This is what I don't like about working without PRing. Why I try to PR often. Okay, so I'm gonna have to import a queue, this queue, for communication between threads. Oh, I already did. That's great. Is that already an instance variable? It is. So I should be safe to have the embedded command here. And so what this is going to do is it's going to push this token rerun underscore keyboard onto the shared queue. Then it's going to quit. This is going to quit the terminal. I'm going to put this function into the namespace of the embedded terminal. So now when I rerun, it'll do this, then it'll quit. Then I'll have to inform the rendering thread to exit. I should also have this. Now I can do that later. But let me have this. So this should at least quit. Wait, what happened? Oh, okay. It's receiving this rerun keyboard token. But without this communication, it doesn't know what to do with that token. So I think what I end up doing here, maybe I just copy all of this. Wait, let me see. Just going to read off the queue, check if it's rerun, check if it's exit, and otherwise it'll just run the method. Assume it's a method and run the method. If it's rerun, it's going to check it's the keyboard. It's going to check if I want to update the skipping status and stuff. Okay, yeah, I think this is what I want. So I'm just going to copy all of that and put this here. Great. So now if I put in I don't have the file thread yet. So I'm going to remove that. Shell. I guess this needs a reference to the shell. And I guess the keyboard thread. Okay, so now if I type rerun at the keyboard, it will, if not ends with keyboard. Okay, I don't need this yet. This would only be true if I reran from the file thread, but the file thread doesn't exist yet, so I don't need that. The join, I'll do the join here. No, I won't. I'll do the join. The join's already happening here. So I won't join there. Wait. If this is raising an exception, then it's never exiting from this function. Which means this line may never run. So it's not safe to join there. I have to join like before I run this exception. Yeah. So maybe this makes sense now. Starts with exit, And it'll join the keyboard thread. And I'm not doing the file thread yet. Okay, so I think this makes sense. So I can pass the shell over and the keyboard thread over. Great. Wait, why is this not accessed? Where was this accessed? Great. Wait, why is this not accessed? Where was this accessed? In this version... Oh, if I quit from a thread other than the keyboard thread, then I need the shell so that I can exit it. But right now I can only quit from the keyboard thread, so I don't need this. So I won't pass that. Now... Okay, let me go through this. If I write the string rerun, it'll go here. It'll take keyword arguments. It'll optionally update the skipping status, join the keyboard thread, which the keyboard thread should have exited on its own, then it'll raise this exception. And so when the rerun, it'll automatically exit on its own here. So, don't think that'll work, but let's see what we got. Yeah, it didn't work. Rerun scene exception. Oh, man. This is less code than I thought it did. Unless I'm missing something, you're using threading in Python, which will run on a single core. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of bad. Yeah, that's fair. It's not... So the way I'm using it right now isn't to have more speed. It's to just do two things at the same time. And I'm not concerned about any performance with it. One day, if I'm lucky, we can move some of this code to like Rust or something. But one thing at a time. Let me see if this works. I don't think it will. Okay, so I didn't write the rerun exception. I gotta close some of these. Close that. Close that. And that. Too many windows open. Is this right? Okay. Utils family. Oh, utils exceptions. Not from here, from here. There. And I don't think this needs to do anything really, other than just be named rerun scene exception. Can't get over the fact that threads in Python are more like coroutines. Yeah. Yeah, I wish there was a way to fix that. I think I was reading something saying there's a way to work around it, but only in like, they're like just starting to work on it in new versions of Python. If I'm remembering correctly. Why is this still not importing? Jeez. Did I not save it or something? This, exceptions.py. Okay. And then here, I'm trying to import from exceptions.py. Manim utils exceptions.py. Isn't this the one I was just... Oh, it has exception twice. That's cute. There we go. Oh. Okay, and at least it at least knows what to do with the rerun exception. But about the threading in Python. It's something with the, I think it's global interpreter lock. Was there a way? I think they were looking for a way to get around this. I think they were looking for a way to get around this. Maybe not. That was like the very newest version of Python. They were looking for a way to get through it. Use CMD to launch a bash process. Definitely. Yeah, I wish there was a more intuitive way to share, just like share data. Something that actually doesn't make too much sense to me. So I can do this, and I think I can do, for example, circle dot set style. Just change the color. And I don't know why that should work. And the reason I don't know why that should work is that this mobject, its data, is being continually read by the rendering thread. So why can I just update data like that? Threading in Rust. I've heard a lot of good things about Rust. I was sort of skeptical at first, but everything that I hear about it is something with it being really good. Okay, I think this is where I have to edit that code. I'm having to copy a lot of this stuff. What I should do is just put these side by side in another terminal. When starting out, I found myself scratching my head a lot, wondering why every time. Found really solid reasoning and answers in the community. That's nice. It's really helpful if there's a decent sized community around things so that you can get answers. Also, it's good for just having libraries available. Don't have to write as much stuff on your own. Okay, so what I'm gonna want to... I think I can just copy all of this. Whoops. Okay, so now... Wait. Yeah, so now... There's no shared variables. Gets a little weird coming from other languages, but makes sense when you get used to it. No shared variables. What do you mean by shared variables? Or is that something I should know, and I just don't? The more pleasant threading I've worked with in Erlang. Interesting. I don't know anything about Erlang. Let's see what we got here. So... Oh wait, it's doing this twice. It's getting the scene classes from file, and it's going in here and it's doing it again. I should fix that, but first I'll make sure this is working. So do this, construct a scene, get that status check for rerun me, please. And if it gets that, it's going to reset this loop, otherwise it's going to break. Okay. I don't think I'm returning this rerun me, please string. Is actor model like Akka and Scala? I don't understand the question. It's all based on a barring system. You can't have multiple instances of a variable pointing the same place at the same time. Multiple instances of a variable pointing the same place at the same time. I see. That sounds terrible. So it sounds like you're saying is that you can't have like L1 equals just some list. Then like L2 equals L1. You can't have this. Yeah, I can see how that'd be good for threading. Then you have atomics and mutex for it. Gotcha. Okay, I'm pretty sure this rerun